What is up, guys? This is LaserBolt, and today we're going to be talking about what is the maximum amount of damage you're able to do as a Technomancer with your weapon. As you guys may already know, each character has a specific weapon that they are really good at. So for the Trickster, we have the Assault Rifle. For the Technomancer, of course, he rocks the Sniper Rifle. Devastator Shotgun, and Pyromancer is once again rocking the Assault Rifle. Today we're going to be breaking down the Technomancer and talking about what is the maximum amount of damage he's able to do with the weapon, specifically the Sniper Rifle. What's the max raw damage? What's the max damage he's able to output if he has skills and activated? And overall, what is the overall consensus of the max amount of damage he's able to outperform with all the skills and abilities put in place? So if that sounds like something you're definitely interested, a like would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget about our monthly giveaway, linking down below in the pinned comment. Good luck to everybody that's participating. Now let's go ahead and talk about the max raw damage the Technomancer is able to output. If you guys have been following the channel, we will be breaking down all 4 different classes. We already broke down the Trickster, so if you want to check that out after this video, I'll leave it linked down below in the description and also in the annotation. But now let's jump in here and pull up the graph for the Technomancer. So we are going to be taking a real emphasis look at what the base weapon damage is for the Technomancer. This is combining every single skill set from the skill tree that benefits that particular weapon. So the raw damage right now for the weapon damage is 24%. That's how much damage he's able to get out of the skill tree. Now he has armor. For armor penetration, he's able to pick up another 20%. And for critical damage, he's able to put another 15%. Now, I do want to remind you guys, I will not be taking these two into consideration as I haven't been able to test it in game, and I can't really give you guys the raw input on that, but I can give you the raw input on the other stuff we're going to be talking about. So armor penetration and critical damage are not going to be playing a factor when it comes to these raw damages. Now, he's also able to pick up the magazine size and increase that by 50%. So that's extending either a clip of an assault rifle, extending a clip of an SMG, or a sniper rifle, where in our case, we're going to be talking primarily of the sniper rifle. Now, the global damage he's able to take and output damage is going to be 20%. Now, once we take into account the sniper weapon damage we're able to pick from the skill tree by activating every single nod that gives us sniper weapon damage, is going to be a total of 32%. Now remember, the Technomancer has the ability to actually convert, short-range weapons into long-range weapons, and this is where we're going to be taking account the long weapon damage of 7.50%. Now, in addition to that, the long-range global damage is going to be a total of 30%. Now, also keep in mind that the Technomancer will be able to apply a status effect called Toxic, and when that status effect is applied, if we pick up every single nod, that's going to give us a 40% damage increment if we do decide to go with that toxic status effect. Now that you guys get the kind of raw idea of all the nods we're able to pick and choose from within the skill tree and how much increase of damage we're able to get while picking up those different skill sets, let's talk about the overall raw damage we're able to output if we rock a sniper rifle with the Technomancer. All right, so here we are at the weapon damage with multiplier. Now, it's going to be extremely important you guys keep in mind that our raw weapon damage multiplier of the sniper rifle, if we decide to pick up our weapon damage and we combine that with with our sniper rifle damage, and we also combine that with the long range damage, it's going to give us 76%. That's the total amount of raw damage we're able to outdo with the sniper. So we're able to increase that sniper damage by 76%. Now, what happens if we actually include that sniper damage and we also apply Toxic with that sniper damage? That's going to give us a total of 40% that we have to apply to the sniper rifle. So that's going to give us 116% damage if we shoot an enemy that has Toxic applied, that status effect, and we shoot him with a sniper. Now, let's take into account if we don't have Toxic applied, but we are taking into account that this is going to be a long-range shot, because remember, we do get a boost of damage if the shot is long-range. How much is the raw damage we're able to output with our sniper rifle? That's 113.5%. Now, the maximum possible raw damage we're able to get by applying either Toxin or being a long-range weapon is 154 damage. That is actually pretty good. But wait, guys, there's more. It gets even more crazier, because what happens when we actually take our skills into account? how much damage are we able to output? All right, so let's pull up our skills weapon damage stats sheet right here. And we're going to get started, of course, with DK skills. So if you have the DK skill and you apply it to a group of enemies with weapon damage that lasts 10 seconds, it's going to give you a total of 40%. If you guys have the ordnance skill and you apply that within the group, the weapon damage is going to be increased by 30%. Now, there is one particular skill for the Technomancer that makes it really OP, and that is the first shot after reload deals more damage for 5 seconds cooldown time. That's going to give you a total of 200 weapon additional damage if you actually hit the first shot after the reload. So if you're using a sniper like a bolt action, you're going to be reloading every single time, and that weapon damage is going to be getting increased 200% more. But remember, there is a 5-second cooldown. The next stat that we're able to apply, of course, is Toxic. And this is going to give us the ability or skill that makes it last a little bit longer. That's going to give us an additional of 30% more damage. And last but not least, guys, we are able to apply a vulnerability to the status effect of the enemies. When we apply vulnerability to the enemy, it's going to give us a total of 40%. These are actually pretty good increments, especially if you kind of combo some of these together, like vulnerability and toxic, that's 70%. Or you combo like ordnance and vulnerability, that's still 70. Or you do DK vulnerability, that's 80. But the craziest amount of damage you're able to output, I'm going to tell you guys what that is. So the max possible gun damage multiplier, including any temporary skill bonus, is going to give you 224 damage. That's crazy, right? That is pretty crazy, because you're going to be able to be doing this every single time. Now, what if I told you guys you could actually make that go up even higher? Yep, you guys heard it correctly. Because if we include the average value of the skill set first shot after reload, and we include any sort of skill that multiplies that, the 200 damage, the maximum kind of rounded off number that we're able to output every single time we shoot that first initial shot is 264 damage, right? Boom, bada bing, bada bam. Heads will roll. So yeah, I'm telling you right now, guys, that is a very crazy combo. If you do plan on playing as a Technomancer, you're going to definitely have to consider picking up a sniper rifle, because the sniper rifle is going to be key to actually doing the most amount of damage. If you are using other weapons, you will probably be able to do a little bit more damage if you guys go ahead and bring down the long range global damage down. It's going to give you a really good boost, because it can convert an assault rifle into a long range weapon, or vice versa, a scout rifle into a long range weapon. So overall, in general, if you want to output a lot of damage and get your max level damage with the Technomancer, you're going to have to rock a sniper, and you're going to have to pick up the skill set first shot after reload deals more than 200 damage for 5-second cooldown. So overall, in general, guys, that is the raw numbers for the Technomancer and the maximum amounts of weapon damage he's able to do. So if you're still undecided on which character to pick, I hope you're taking this into account. If you want to get the character with the most raw damage, make sure you guys check out the rest of the episodes. We already did the Trickster, we did the Technomancer. Also, check out the videos that are popping up right now on the screen. They're very helpful, very informative. I hope you're enjoying our Outriders coverage. If you are, do me a huge favor, guys. Drop a like, drop a comment, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel so you guys won't miss our Outriders coverage. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.